What's up guys and welcome back to another video. So obviously the trophy rework has finally hit Brawl Stars and it is insane. I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. We've got rank 50s, rank 45s, max rank 35s. We've got rank 30 at 580 trophies. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the pros and the cons of everything in this update, whether it's for the better or for the worse, and hopefully by the end of this, me and you have a solid opinion on whether or not we like this update or not. So first I want to give you guys all the cons of the update, and starting with the juiciest one, the one that everybody was talking about from the moment they heard about this rework, it is trophy inflation. And it's certainly something to be upset about because the new trophy standard for each brawler is now going to be 1,000 trophies. That's a lot. That's a lot to grind. You're going to be taking a good 2-3 hours to get up there from 0 trophies, even at plus 10 at a time with win streaks. I feel like 500 trophies was like the bare minimum standard before, and even 500. I don't even push my brawlers to 500. It's boring. There's no benefit to it. And yeah, I guess now you could argue that there is a benefit to grinding upwards to 1,000 trophies, especially with the new rewards set in place, which we're going to talk about later in this video. It's just a drawn out grind to 1,000 trophies, and in my opinion, it's unnecessary. But let me give you my thoughts on what could have been done when they had the perfect opportunity to do so. I think the game really would have benefited if they cut trophies in half. And what I mean by that is instead of 1,000 trophies being the standard, they should have kept it at 500. And after 500, you get your seasonal trophies. I think they missed out on an opportunity. They could have cut everybody's trophies on each brawler in half, and they didn't even have to add the special ranks. I mean, they could have made a couple changes. They could, do what they want to do with the rank system or tier system. Sorry, I know they changed it. I think it would have kept the game from getting stale, especially from pushing 0 to 1,000 trophies. Right now is the hardest it'll ever be because people were still set in their places. Those people who had all their brawlers at 900 trophies before the rework, they're still going to be pushing through the 900s, the 800s, but give it 2-3 weeks, you're going to be facing people who had all their brawlers at 500, 600 trophies, at 900 trophies. It's going to feel a lot easier. And they've made major reworks like the one that I'm suggesting in the past. Think about when they changed brawler hit points. When the game first started, most brawlers had between 1,000 and 4,000 hit points, I believe, and 4,000 was like a tank. So imagine a bull having 4,000 hit points, whereas today he has 10,000. They reworked that. I believe they even reworked it a second time at one point. It's the same concept just with trophies. And you know what the problem is when trophies get extremely high like they are today? The leaderboards are at 140,000 trophies. Think about a new player. That seems completely unattainable. If they cut that in half, the leaderboards would be sitting somewhere around 70,000 trophies, give or take, and that seems much more manageable, especially for new players in the game. And I think it would just relieve a lot of stress, even on the average player, because nobody wants to push up to 1,000 trophies with easy matchmaking, and it's basically just a time grind. And personally, I'm trying to dedicate more time into ranked, which is something I'm trying to improve on, but now I gotta put a pause on that just to push all my lame brawlers to 1,000 trophies. And I think ranked is where they want their focus to be on the game anyways, so I just don't see how this makes any sense. I think I've said enough about trophy inflation, and that kind of leads us into the next con, which is there's nothing special for the average players. Here's the thing, before the update, if you had a rank 35, even if you got it in mutations, even if you got it with win streaks, it got easier, yes, but if you had a rank 35, people respected that. And although it was easy for some players to get rank 35s, majority of players could not get rank 35s. But it was achievable for average players. And it was something that we could really work for and look forward to and try to improve and get to that point and feel a sense of accomplishment when we get that rank 35 badge. What do we have now? We have max rank at 1,000 trophies. Everybody's going to have max rank for every single brawler. That's not going to be anything special. We have trophy leaderboards for individual brawlers, which is very cool. I'm very glad that they added that. But the average player isn't going to have any benefit from that because the average player isn't going to be at the top of the leaderboard for any brawler. And even if one average player managed to get to the top of the leaderboard, there's millions of people in this game. Majority of average players, that has nothing to do with them, and honestly, probably most of them could care less. Now we do get given a lot more rewards, such as cosmetics and stuff, but there's also nothing special to that, because everybody is going to be getting every cosmetic, pretty much. Except for the gem ones and free to play, but even then you are going to be getting gems from pushing trophies now, which means free to play players can buy gem skins, which is great, but that makes them less special. Maybe I'm missing something, but if you guys have any thoughts in the comments, if you guys have any idea what is special for the average players, what are we gaining out of this, put it in the comments because I'd like to hear what you guys got to say. But I don't think there's anything that's special about it now. It's just a grind. But a grind without anything special or anything at the end and no goal is just a boring grind. And now that I think of it, there's nothing even exclusive to ranked versus trophies anymore. No matter which one you play, you're just going to be doing it for cosmetics. I know a lot of people who only play ranked just for those ranked skin drops. But now if you're getting those same cosmetics from grinding trophies, wouldn't people just switch from ranked to trophies? Aside from the exclusive seasonal ranked skin, which you can get only in that season from ranked, but after that, I'm sure you're going to be able to get it from trophies too the season after and the following ones. I just feel like this game is aiming way too much towards cosmetics. It's starting to feel like Fortnite, especially with all these collabs. You know what? Maybe that's what they're going for, because Fortnite is a very successful game and they'd be stupid to not take hints from it. The last con that I have for this update isn't super significant, but it is something. High streaks are unattainable. You cannot get a 500, 1000, even a 200, 300 win streak on your profile anymore. Your win streak now stays with the brawler you got that streak on, so you have to push a single brawler from 0 to like 1,000, 100, 1,200, 1,300 to get up to 100 without losing on a single brawler. That itself might not be completely impossible. It is definitely harder than it was before, because before you just had to play your low brawlers from like 0 to 400, 500. But that's probably going to be the cap for like above average players. An above average player might be able to get to 100 streak, but nobody's really going to be able to go past that. That means those high win streaks are now unattainable. And those did stay on your profile. Like I said before in my last video, get those high win streaks, because after the update, they're going to not be attainable anymore, and it's just going to be unique to people who played before the update. And I looked at my friends' profiles and they still have the 500 win streaks, the 1000 win streaks, and I'm jealous. Honestly, that's about it for cons. Those were the only ones that I thought were significant enough to mention in this video. If I did miss something, just let me know in the comments. But I'm going to be moving on to what are the pros of this update. I kind of feel like I'm doing this backwards, but it's whatever. So I think we got to start things off with the most important one of them all, and I think it's pretty straightforward. It's rewards. Like it or not, these new trophy boxes are going to be giving us a ton more rewards than we've ever had before for pushing trophies. And although most of it is just going to be cosmetics, you do get some gems. I don't know how much gems yet, but it says you can get gems as a reward, and getting gems as a reward is very important, because free-to-play players, or any players honestly, can use those gems, yes, to buy more cosmetics, but players are also going to be able to use those gems to buy more stuff like gold in the shop and other special offers that are going to boost your progression in the game. And obviously anything that's going to be able to boost your progression in the game is definitely a positive, even if it is just a little bit. As for the cosmetics part, I mean, kind of already covered it a little bit. There's not much to cover, but everybody likes skins. They're cool, whether they're unique or not. Skins are cool, especially with all these new ones that they keep coming out with. Some of them look insane. I really do wish they would have put gold inside these trophy boxes, but let's not be too greedy. Moving on to the next point though, and I think this one is pretty major, and I really want to see how this one works out in the long run, but it's going to be win trading minimized. If you guys play Brawl Stars, which I'm assuming you do because you watched this video, then you know win trading is a huge problem, especially in solo modes like Showdown. But with this update, they're going to be putting everybody who has their brawler over 1,000 trophies into the same pool of matchmaking, and it's no longer going to be matching you guys with enemies with similar total trophies to you, but instead brawler trophies. So if you're playing a Dynamite at 1,500 trophies, you're going to get matched up against other people who are playing something like a Penny at 1,500 trophies, even if you're only at 10,000 trophies and they're at 70,000 trophies. So I think win trading is going to be really minimized on the lower end of 1,000 trophies. I'm talking 1,100, 1,200, probably up to like 1,500. After that, it might be a little bit more common, but I do think it's going to be a lot less than it was before. I do have 3 more good things to say about this trophy rework, but none of them are very significant on their own, so I'm just going to quickly go over all 3 of them kind of at once, starting with the first one, which is trophy recognition per brawler. They did add a new leaderboard for individual trophy records on each brawler. Right now it's completely glitched out, or maybe they fixed it, I don't know, but it was glitched out at the time of making this video, but it is definitely a pro that I wanted to mention of this update. Number 2, trophy road completion and progression. Obviously the trophy road only goes to 70,000 trophies, and that 70,000 trophy point is going to be ridiculously easy for everybody in this game to hit now, and I guess that's good because it does give you some rewards. It gives you a legendary star drop at the end, gives you a couple mythical drops, gold, credits, whatever it is. Everybody's going to be able to complete that a lot easier and get those rewards a lot sooner in the game. So there's nothing bad about that, and that's definitely a pro. And lastly, everybody is finally going to be equal at the start of each trophy season. So at the end of each trophy season, everybody's brawlers are all going to be reset all the way down to 1,000 trophies, and I think this is a very, very good change. Now it's like every other Supercell game. Clash Royale, they all go down to 4,000 or 5,000 at the end of the season. Clash of Clans, the trophy system, everybody goes down to 5,000 at the end of the season. It just gives everybody a fair chance to get onto the leaderboards and to the very top. Whereas before, it was just the same people pushing, competing with the same people as the last season, and so on. Because 140,000 trophies is a very significant number to be at, and most players just don't have the time to even grind anywhere near that number. But guys, that was all the pros and cons that I thought were worth mentioning in this video. And now we gotta decide, is this actually a good update? Here's the thing, there's a lot more pros than there are cons, but the cons are very strong. The trophy inflation one is just so major. I really wish they would do something to fix it, because it's only going to get worse, especially with them adding new brawlers. But on the other hand, we almost have twice as many good things to say about this update than bad things, which I can't complain there. I think this update overall is a positive, but I do want them to fix something about the trophy inflation. It's ridiculous. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know it's finally been a couple weeks. You guys have thought about it for a while. You guys have seen the good and the bad, and hopefully this video cleared it up just a little bit more for you to finally decide, and I want to know what you guys are thinking. If you guys did enjoy this video, feel free to support me in any way, like, comment, subscribe, and maybe even watch one of these other videos or check out some on my channel. I do have a Discord as well, the link will be in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.